You are listening to the Earplug Podcast Network, a Fanboys Inc. production.
If you're passionate for what you love and you're serious about it, when you see our cameras at the show, then we want to talk about it. Fair weather fans need not apply. We seek nerds that are true.
Get those glasses off. Welcome to this week's episode of the Angrygeeks show.
For a little darker.
I am Louis Perry. This is an idiot.
He's so mad.
Absent this week is Jamie Dolan, but I'm sure she'll be Skyping in with a cosplayer of the week.
His happiness.
I'm never happy. Though I should be, because you know what? Another Marvel movie came out this month that I like. Now, this is the fact. Now, let's say...
Well, we don't call this Marvel.
That's the fact I was just going to bring up, because... When the first Deadpool came up... Wait a minute, let me speak.
No!
Yes.
Go ahead.
When the first Deadpool came out, and I said it was a Marvel movie, people said, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, fine. And now, all of a sudden, after all this, people are going, wow, that was a really good Marvel movie. The wall goes there.
No.
And they are...
No,
even
not.
the theater...
No, it's not.
The theater that we were at last night even said... Now, this was very concerning to me and to you as well. The pre-ticket sales for Deadpool 2 were down.
Well, dude, alright, that's what I was going to bring up, actually. It was... I mean, in the theater, I'd say half to three-quarters full. Mm-hmm. On opening night.
Technically, tonight is opening night. Last night was previews. But that's what they're considering.
I mean, it's still opening night. Thursday.
But you also have to look at it this way. Here in
that was pretty sad.
Here in my
we
town,
saw Infinity War opening night, and it was
packed. Yeah, but now you got to look at it this way.
Or preview night.
Preview night. Well, you got to look at it this way. Infinity War was rated PG-13. Deadpool is rated R. Last night here in Ware was prom night. They had prom. They could have had prom nights in other towns. We don't know. So,
I went to all the proms last night.
You probably did with your minivan. Anyway, so you got to look at it this way. Deadpool 1, when we first saw it, how many people did we see bring children there and either stayed?
Quite a few.
Yeah, and then some people actually got up and walked out.
But there was people with one group with a younger kid last night.
Okay. Now, what was your Angrygeeks Shields? Our rating system out of 5?
4 out of 5. 4.
I'm going to say 4.5. I gave Deadpool...
I won't say 5 because I mean there was definite problems, but it even said to itself that it wasn't to be like comic books. Although I don't like Deadpool comic books, so therefore this is already better than those.
It was hilarious. We were both laughing.
Yeah,
it
for
was.
the most part, you were definitely. You were boisterous.
Oh, I was.
He chuckled a lot.
Oh, I did. Like and that's Stan Lee's cameo in this. If you were not looking, right? Because it's not him physically, but Stan still has a.
It's because Stan's. I mean, he's. They didn't have a Weekends at Bernie's. For that.
No. You know what? We're spoilers. The spoiler. Right? You gotta when X-Force. Poor X-Force. Oh my.
X-Force.
Oh my God. X-Force! What?
X-Force.
X-Force. That was I just realized. Well, that is, okay, let's before we get to X-Force, and before we get back to Stan's cameo, how many comic book movies did they rip off?
That's the second print, I think.
It is. How many?
Yeah, cool.
I don't go to your house and touch stuff. You're not going to touch stuff.
$1 comic.
Stop it.
And if $1, I mean, if you can find somebody to buy an X-Force comic,
now,
I mean, they might be right now.
Yeah, I know.
Of the movie, but I probably have 12 runs of the same thing.
Anyway,
except for that one's I think it's the second print or the third print.
Anyway,
but like that one's the more rare.
Mm-hmm.
Rare.
How many?
12.
15. Different superhero. Let's see. What shout outs did they have? They have X-Force, which of course was Wakanda. Wakanda. Why I screwed up? Black Panther.
Yo, Laquanda! Lakeisha! Laquita!
They had Black Panther. They had Batman many times.
Yes.
Which was hilarious.
Yes.
And
And Justice League.
And Justice, I was fighting a Cape badass, and we stopped fighting when we both realized our mother's name were Martha. Killer. They had Green Lantern. The cut scene at the end was hilarious.
That was great, dude. That like he shot himself.
That's for you.
Boom!
Yeah, I finally reached the big time, buddy. Okay, so they had that. They mentioned Wonder Woman. They mentioned when was the Justice League? I didn't catch that one. When Cable asked Deadpool, "Who are you?" and he goes, "I'm Batman." That was hilarious.
I'm Batman.
But Captain America, they mentioned the Winter Soldier. They had the entire X-Men in the movie. Split second.
Yeah.
Split second.
Was Wolverine in there?
I
he
saw
was at the end.
Okay, I saw Beast. I saw Quicksilver.
See, I only saw Beast. Beast was the only thing that drew my eye because he's big and blue.
Yeah, well, Beast.
Like, who else was in there?
No, I saw Beast. I saw Quicksilver.
Isn't he dead?
Not in the X-Men universe. He's not. It was that Quicksilver.
Oh, okay.
But it was so quick.
He's quicker in that universe.
Yeah, it was so quick. The cameo, it was hilarious because Deadpool was hitting you. Look, Professor X's wheelchair. We don't have money. He goes, the studio can't shell out the money for the entire X-Men, and they close the door and there's Beast.
Who was it? I didn't even see. Couldn't tell who was playing Beast. Was it?
I think it was from First Class and Apocalypse.
First Class. I was hoping it was Kelsey Grammer.
No, it wasn't.
That would be
it was
cool.
a guy. Now,
like, oh, damn,
what about the secret celebrity cameo that wasn't even listed in the credits? The Vanisher, a.k.a. Brad Pitt. Oh, hilarious! But now, X-Force.
Now, was it actually him, or was it just a
No,
cutout?
I don't know, but it was hilarious.
Did they pay him to use a picture of him?
I don't know.
Because it was really just like a.
Yes.
And you're like, what? Oh, I forget. We're not on the podcast. Watch the podcast.
Yeah, listen to the podcast and listen to what he just said. Hilarious. The movie was funny.
No, it was
the secret villain Juggernaut. They finally did the Juggernaut right.
Dude, like CGI, like you could tell, but like it looked good. I thought I was like, that's how the Juggernaut needs to look. He's friggin' 12 feet tall, and he's dropping F-bombs.
Oh my God! I gotta say, all right, listen. For those of you watching on YouTube and on our public access TV stations, you gotta tune in to our podcast, the Earplug Podcast Network, because there is a line that the Juggernaut said about Colossus and what he's gonna do to him that I cannot say here on TV. Oh my Lord! You have to tune in to our podcast to listen to it. Do you know the line I'm talking about?
I probably do.
Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Juggernaut,
Deadpool.
And we're back. Now you remember that line, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention the butt shot of the Juggernaut and what Colossus did with that.
That was pretty.
Oh my God! It was. The movie was crazy. I absolutely loved it.
It was fun. It was fun.
For our full review, like we said, go to the Earplug Podcast.
Bill said, I went. Would I go see it again in the theater? No.
But you don't pay for it.
There was not. Well, for free, I would probably go see it again. But there was nothing there was no Easter eggs,
No, because they broke the fourth wall every time.
Yeah, well, besides him dropping stuff like that, there was nothing in the background ever because I was looking for it all the time. Even when they ripped up the floor and they had the cure for blindness in there
from the first movie. 40,000 kilos of cocaine or something, and the cure for blindness.
Yeah. So I was in there.
What about the Basic Instinct?
Oh my God. Dude, they turned this dude's baby legs oh my God, that was hilarious.
Yes. Now,
see, I love that. That was just funny. Just
you know what it reminded me of? Puppy Monkey Baby for the Sprite commercial. Puppy Monkey Baby. That's what it reminded me of. I mean, Josh Brolin, he knocked it out of the park as Cable. I thought that was great.
Oh, come
Ryan
on.
Reynolds was
How's that part hard? Like, he didn't really have any.
But when Deadpool called him
and,
Thanos,
like that was kind of funny. I'm confused now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Cable's little
wrong.
teddy bear, isn't that his teddy bear?
I thought so. I thought because they didn't mention who his parents were.
Yeah, like Cyclops and what's her name?
Jean Grey is his parents.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I thought. And I thought the teddy bear. And in this, they say that the teddy bear is his
daughter.
And I'm like, when did Cable have a family? Like, my whole thought was Cable was like in the future, and these people's children, and it's a post-apocalyptic, and like.
Well, his apartment that got burnt up didn't look post-apocalyptic. It didn't look like a plush apartment.
Yeah, but outside of it looked pretty.
Yeah, it was
like,
really bizarre. That was.
I don't know. It was.
But the whole now in the comic, correct me if I'm wrong.
You are.
In the comic, Deadpool does have, because our good friend who cosplays as Deadpool, BB Quinn, Joe, BB Quinn, you know Joe, he has Deadpool's the time thing on his wrist. That's part of it. So, does Deadpool go back and screw with the timeline?
Well, that's what I'm wondering too. I'm like, is that continuity? Are they?
I guess it has to be now, because the whole thing with Hugh Jackman has a cameo at the end. If you watched Wolverine Origins, you'll understand this whole cameo.
He attacked Wolverine a lot in this, and I thought that was great.
Oh my God, he did! I mean, from the very beginning,
very funny.
Very beginning.
Yeah. Did he bring in the Hulk too? I don't even remember. No, I don't think.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. The sun's going down, big guy.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! He's talking to the Juggernaut. Sun's going down, big guy. I'm like, oh.
And he mentioned Black Widow, slightly non-Black Widow.
All right, for once, I'm like, this girl needs a movie. Domino needs her own movie.
Okay, my thoughts on Domino.
Domino
I don't want to give too much away because I want to talk about it on the podcast. Domino, she was incredible.
We're really spoiling much on this. I think we're keeping a lot, like we're saying lines and stuff, but nothing really.
Well, I really want to get into the discussion on the podcast.
Oh my God, Juggernaut was in it. Yes,
okay.
Juggernaut was in
it. With Domino, the actress killed it. The character killed it. But the only thing that bothered me, but I got past it. Was the look.
Really?
Because
I had no
every
problem,
time,
you know why?
a couple times looking. Well, hold on. A couple times looking at her, I saw Barf from.
Really?
Yeah, from Spaceballs. Because of the patch on her eye, you know, because they kept changing colors.
Did it?
Yeah, it was. It was black and it was white. I'm like,
no,
come on.
I didn't notice that at all.
But dude, one of the funniest lines in the movie was when Deadpool, when they were going after the convoy, and she goes, "She's in," and Deadpool goes, "How the F are you in?"
Oh no, dude, there was like so many double entendres. Like they were just like, yeah.
Do you
behind?
Yeah, when she says, "Do you realize what you're saying?" The fight scene's incredible. From the beginning to the end.
I have to say, the end fight scene was worth the wait. The movie didn't seem long at all.
But it was over 2 hours.
Was it?
Yes.
Really? See. It was decent. Well paced. Everything flowed. Peter was great. Everybody dies, just like in Infinity War.
I was like,
everybody dies.
Shatterstar, a great character, but they call it, because Shatterstar is a dick in the comics, if I recall.
I believe so.
And when watching, alright, in X-Force, we're going to tell you,
when have they ever even used Shatterstar?
Everybody in X-Force for the movie, except for Domino, and of course Deadpool, die. And they die the funniest way. And the whole time, how the hell?
Brutal.
A brutal way. But my thing is, how did Deadpool see all this? Yes, he was stuck on top of that billboard, but did they all die in the same area? Because
well,
they had the bus, and then the vomit guy. I have no idea who he was. But
yeah, like, is that an actual character?
I don't know.
That was weird.
I don't know, and I don't. Of course, the Vanisher, Brad Pitt. Oh, the way he died was hilarious. But
and how come, like, that's how Peter died from that? I wouldn't...
because it melted off his arm.
It's just his
Well,
arm.
it hit his face, hit his arm, everything.
Was it that much? I thought...
Cuddlebear. Look away, Cuddlebear.
I thought we were going to get, like, a cyborg out of him. I thought,
oh
like,
my God,
maybe
it was
this was
so
the creation
funny.
of Cable
So
in this universe. I don't know.
So funny. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. And we're back, dude. We had a very sombering moment or event this past week in the Geek Kingdom with the passing of Margot Kidder,
so somber.
Lois Lane.
Very somber. You know, it really blew by me without me even really... Like,
really?
Yeah, like... I mean, I grew up with that Superman and stuff, but, like, I never... Like, Lois Lane wasn't ever anything to me. Like, it was just... Yeah, it's just like, oh, Lois Lane, okay, Superman's thing, whatever. Yeah, no... Never really cared for her.
Wow. No, I was it took me back and to realize she was only 69 years old.
Well, that's was cow. Just like she's young. Like all of them that are dead died young. Mm-hmm. From the Superman. And we were just saying the one that's alive. You're just like, wow, he was the oldest
one. Well, no, Ned Beatty is still alive too. Otis is still alive, I believe. Mr. Luthor, Otisville,
okay, yes.
I believe he's still alive, and Valerie Perini, I believe she's still alive. Miss Tessmacher.
Way too many of these people.
Miss Tessmacher.
Like,
but it was
I don't know my friends' names, and you're like, the Warren Beatty. And
it was a
Frank
very
Francis Ford Coppola.
Very sombering moment for me that she passed away. It was very sad.
No, it's definitely like, wow, you know, they're all dead.
No, not yet.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Close.
Well, the big two,
cast.
the big two in the movie both passed on.
Christopher Reeve. Richard Pryor's the big main.
That was Superman 3.
I know, but he's still the main character.
We don't speak
but
of
when I saw that, I was probably like 8 or 9, and he mastered a robot. So like to me, that was kind of cool for a kid. You know, Superman fighting a robot instead of, Superman's fighting another superpowered being. Like a big robot, that's cool as a kid.
Alright, so let's...
Yes, as an adult, I was like, wow, that's really horrible and cheesy.
And we also had some great news in the comic book and movie sci-fi realm. DC is starting up a streaming service with Amazon, and the first series that they're going to have is the Swamp Thing. Of course, with the Titans. You didn't hear that. Well, maybe you should follow our page more often. Yes! The Titans will be on there.
I've been really busy these past 2 weeks.
Swamp Thing is on tap. Because you haven't even watched the Constantine cartoon yet, have you?
No.
Oh, it's good stuff, man. You gotta check it out. Yeah. And then on top of that, speaking of
you haven't watched Gotham, have you?
No.
It's good stuff, man. You watch that, and I'll watch everything you recommend.
All right. And speaking of Constantine, of course, we all know he's going to be a full-time cast on Legends of Tomorrow.
I want to catch up on that.
Oh, dude, you got to.
It's tough because I got to get through the crossover, and to do that, I have to catch up with everything.
Well,
and then get through the crossover, and then I can go back to just watching one thing until they cross over again, and then I have to catch up with everything again. I hate that they do that. Like, it's almost, like, annoying. It's like, because I want to know what's going on in the other universes. Well, they're all the same universe, except for the Supergirl one. Like,
well, see, now, this is the thing. If you go back and you watch Black Lightning, one of the best shows on TV. I love Black Lightning. Tony Isabella, it knocked it out of the park. In Black Lightning, they mentioned Vixen, they mentioned Supergirl, and they mentioned other heroes. But they're not saying what universe or what planet, what Earth, Black Lightning is on. We don't know. We still don't know. Is he on his own Earth? but they're
they
mentioning
mentioned Flash on his planet.
Yes, they meant it, but we don't know where they are. Now, getting back to mentions on Supergirl, they mentioned Gotham. They mentioned how Supergirl, and I quote, "My cousin works with a guy that has a utility belt." Okay, so we know Batman exists on Supergirl's Earth. We also know Batman exists.
Utility belt. That's a fanny pack.
Exactly. Oh my God, that was great. Another Deadpool reference. Listen to the podcast. Also on Arrow, as we know, Gotham, Bloodhaven, and Bruce Wayne all exist on Arrow because Oliver Queen mentioned Bruce Wayne not once but twice.
Solomon Grundy's on Gotham.
Okay, so Solomon Grundy's going to be at Terrificon from Gotham.
See?
Um,
See, and I'm going to be like, he doesn't watch your show. He says you're stupid, Solomon Grundy.
Now, this season...
That's actually not my favorite character.
Next season
Solomon
on...
Grundy's kind of dopey and stoof.
Next season on the CW superhero universe, the crossover is going to concentrate on Gotham, and Batwoman will be on there. Now, is Batwoman going to be a cop? Is she going to be the cop? Is she going to be the lesbian? I hope so. I hope it's going to be the Batwoman that we have in the comics.
No matter what she does sexually, can't we?
Because I want the character to be right. That's why.
Let's have a friggin' superhero.
No, I want the character to be right.
I want just my superhero.
So I can listen, I can watch the show and not have to hear people like you that don't watch the show complain about it. I want it to be right.
I don't watch the show and I don't complain about it.
Yes, you do.
No.
This is the CW show. It's so stupid.
I watched all of them, actually.
You just said you're not caught up.
I'm not caught up, but I've watched them. How can you say I have an opinion? I've watched more than one
Yeah, you know what opinions are. You know what opinions are. Yeah,
more than one episode. Like this
guy. A lot of talking about.
Can't watch Gotham. One episode of Gotham. One episode of Gotham. Huh. That's it, right?
A lot of talking about.
One episode of Gotham.
A lot of talking about.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
A lot of talking about.
I've watched all these shows. More than one season of all these shows.
A lot of talking about.
Except for Black Lightning, because I'm already off of it. It's just boring.
Yeah, a lot of talking about. Just take a break and we'll grab
What
back.
do you think?
Oh, hey guys. You caught me while I was in the middle of doing some sword repair. It took on some battle damage at Rhode Island Comic Con, and I never had a chance to fix it. I have a feeling you are not calling me to hear the sad tale of the broken sword, but to find out who this week's cosplayer of the week is. So this time I actually selected somebody who has some pretty amazing stuff. Well, they actually all have up until this point, but this particular person I got to meet for the first time at PAX East last year. She has the most amazing Samus cosplay that she did make herself. She also has Lady Sif. She's been Mira. I believe there is a Princess Jasmine, Lara Croft, and there's a really cool Prince of Persia gender bend. If you haven't figured out who I'm talking about yet, it is Victoria Miller. She can be found at VMiller Cosplay on Facebook or VMiller115 on Instagram. You definitely want to give her page a peek. She has some really cool in-progress photos that she's been posting, and I've heard rumors that she's going to make a cheetah cosplay, which I am beyond excited about, and I hope she is able to bring that to life because we will have some amazing fun with that one. Now, if you guys have somebody that you would like to nominate as the Angrygeeks cosplayer of the week, just shoot me a message on Facebook or my Instagram at thatwonderwoman.1. I'm going to get back to the sanding and the painting, and I will see you guys next week with a different cosplayer. Bye!
And we're back, yo.
So you haven't watched Gotham?
No, I haven't.
It's next season. It's the last season.
Good.
Yeah,
Good, then I can finally listen to.
right when they.
And then I can finally listen to you not say a dang word about Gotham, but I have to listen to you talk about Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, because there's another season coming out of that soon. And
I'm almost
Lord
caught up
of
on
the
Lost in Space. I'm 2 episodes. I got 2 episodes.
And
left.
how do you feel?
I like it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I just don't care about it.
No, I do care. I do care about it.
See, if I cared about it, I would have finished it way quicker, I think.
Really?
It's only 10 episodes, and
12. 12.
No, it's 10.
I thought it was 12. I got 2 episodes left. Well, 1 and 3/4. 1 and 3/4.
I
have
like even for the next season. I'm kind of like, all right, that's kind of cool, but I'm not really like, oh, I can't wait.
Well,
like,
see,
even like
my thoughts on Lost in Space is, first of all, I'm not digging the look of the robot at
really?
first. Well,
I think that's
no,
the best thing of the show.
It grew on me. The robot, it grew. Oh my God! Did you just quote RoboCop?
Oh jeez.
Going back, yes, the robot did grow on me. Don West's character, at first, I said, what a jerk, but he grew on me. And the Robinsons going through a divorce, I was like, what the hell is this? But the cast and the characters did grow on me. I'm getting a little bit tired of somebody in the family getting buried either underneath tar or ice. But I'm digging it. I'm digging it, and I like the relationship between Will and the robot. And I
See, I like it, but I just don't care.
Really?
I just don't care. I'm like, eh. Like, I first started off, and I was like, everything that was new, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, I like this. And then, nothing happens for me. I'm just like, every crisis, you know they're gonna get past it somehow, some way. You're just like, I don't know. In the final episode, I won't ruin it for you, although I should since we're on the show. But it's just like where it leads off for next season. You're kind of like,
whatever.
Yeah. I'm kind of like.
Jamie said the same thing to me. She said the same thing.
Did she?
Yeah, she did. She did. Movies that I am looking forward to this summer. What about you? Is there anything that
Solo? That's it.
Really?
Yeah,
you want to know what I want to see?
Story of the year.
You want to know what I want to see only for laughs? I think it's going to be.
Overboard?
No, definitely not. What I think I want to see it because I just think it's going to be goofy, corny, over the top, fun, laughing, and I did not like the cartoon at first, but it grew on me. I want to see Teen Titans go. It just looks so funny.
I've grown to like the cartoon because
same as
I have a child that watches it. I don't know why you are sitting there putting yourself through that misery. But after a while, it does grow on.
Put good cartoons on. It does grow on you, and
there's good cartoons. You watch some adult shows. Watch something, This guy over here is watching The Lone Ranger. There's better television than that out there. I mean, come on.
The Lone Ranger is a good, wholesome.
Okay.
It's
okay.
Fantastic.
I'm starting Lost with my son.
Yeah, like you said, watch good television shows.
That is a good
I am actually in the market for it. Did I ever tell you the story about
probably. Now I'm gonna have to listen to it.
I had a Lone Ranger action figure.
Oh, great!
1973.
1924.
I had a 1973
black and white.
Can I talk?
If you can try.
I had a 1973 Gabriel, because those are people who put it out. They try to make them like Migos. I had a Lone Ranger and a Tonto. I got them for Christmas, and I took such good care of this. And what had happened was I got it for Christmas, and I brought him to school for a show and tell. I brought him in a brown bag, and of course,
in a brown bag. Go ahead.
Of course, when you're a kid and you're in second grade, you're not all you forget. Oh, I gotta go over to school. So I remember putting the Lone Ranger and Tonto. We had their little cubby spaces, and I put the bag there. And I remember one day walking out, and I've seen the bag, and I'm like, I should look in that bag because I think that's my thing. But of course, you don't remember. brought it to school and I never brought it home. So I've never seen it again. But I've been looking on eBay and I am in the market.
This was like watching an episode of Lost in Space. Just don't care.
This has been an Earplug Podcast presentation. Found on earplugpodcast.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, and wherever your favorite podcasts are found.